What's up, everybody? It's Adam coming at you again with another Don't Drive Like an Asshole video. This one is going to be focusing on everybody's time of day where everybody's trying to get different places at the same time. We're talking about rush hour traffic. Nobody likes sitting in traffic. Nobody likes driving slow. I've got some helpful tips that'll help you get through your next commute. This video series, we're going to be focusing on the use of what I showed you in my last video, which was blinkers, as well as merging and proper following distances. Now, according to the California DMV, the proper safe driving distance should be about 3 seconds per vehicle. However, I feel that counting seconds takes you away from focusing on your main task, which is driving safe. So, when I'm usually driving, especially in heavy traffic, I like to leave plenty of room in front of me for people that want to get over, merge into lanes, things like that. I'll usually leave about a car length per 10 miles of speed. If traffic is heavy, I'll usually leave a little bit more room than that. But I do recommend leaving at least one car length in front of you, but for every 10 miles per speed, which means if you're going about 30 to 40 miles an hour, which is the average speed of traffic during rush hour, you're going to leave about 3.5 to 4 car lengths in front of you. The reason for doing this is, if you just notice that vehicle crossing over right there, I saw him. He had plenty of room to get through. Nobody had to slow down. Nobody had to stop. He got in just fine. And this video is going to show lots of examples like that to help. Hopefully this will help eliminate some of the traffic problems that we have. I found that in my times of driving, one of the main reasons that traffic is so heavy is because everybody's driving bumper to bumper. Nobody has room to get over when they need to. So hopefully this helps show you that leaving room in front of you can help ease traffic pains. So let's just sit back, enjoy, and sorry about my voice, but you're gonna have to deal with it. See how traffic's slowing already? You can see all the brake lights. I'm passing the lanes on the right. I've got plenty of room in front of me. I'm still moving. I haven't had to hit my brakes yet to stop. But I'm seeing all the brake lights going on and off to the lanes to the right. And if you look closely, you can see how much space they have or don't have in front of them. And that's one of the reasons for these brake lights. See, still moving, still moving. Look to the right. Look how much space is not left between each vehicle. Nobody can get over. Nobody can switch lanes. Everybody's stuck where they are, even if they need to get over, because nobody's leaving room. Now, if you look in front of my vehicle, I've got about 2, maybe 2.5 car lengths in front of me, which is plenty of room for somebody who needs to change lanes, wants to get in front of me. They've got plenty of room to do it, and I'm not stopping yet. I don't have to. I've still got plenty of room to drive safely. See, there was plenty of room for that vehicle to get in front of me, and I still got enough room to where if somebody else wants to get in front of me, I can stop for just a brief second, let somebody in, and still have plenty of room. Still not have to come to a complete stop. Now, everybody that lives in San Diego knows that this is one of the worst traffic areas in the county any time of day, any day of the week. Friars Road and 163 South is where we're focusing on right now. We're in the southbound left 2 lanes of the 163, passing up Friars Road. Look to the far right lanes. Do you think anybody can get over with that little space? No, it doesn't look like it. There's not enough room even for a smart car to fit through there. Now, what does that mean for people who are coming onto the freeway from Friars Road onto the far right? They can't get over. That would annoy just about anybody. Now, another helpful tip to prepare you for sitting in traffic or getting through traffic: know where your exits are, know how much time you have before you need to get over. Give yourself room to get over. Don't wait till the last second to change lanes. That's going to cause an accident because you're forcing your way in where there's no room to be forced in. Now, even at a complete standstill, there's still room in front of that, between my vehicle and the back of the car in front of me. Why? Because if my foot happens to slip off the brake, I can easily hit it again without hitting the car in front of me. And again, that car in front of me just took off. I waited a couple seconds before I started going again too, leaving plenty of room again in front of my vehicle. And look to the right. People trying to get into the freeway off of Friars Road, they can't. And when you're coming onto Friars Road from Friars Road to 163 South, the two right lanes go to I-8. There's no staying in those lanes and staying on 163. So if people need to get onto 163 from Friars Road, how are they going to do that? There's no room. Now look at this poor guy in front of me. He wants to get over. He's got his blinker on. He's doing everything right. He's trying to wait for time. Nobody's letting him in. Everybody's riding bumper to bumper. Nobody's paying attention. That poor guy, he's got to keep going. He's trying to get onto the 8 freeway. Nobody's letting him do it. And this is what frustrates me, people. This is why traffic is such a big problem. There's no room anywhere on the right for this poor guy to get over. He keeps trying to let people know, hey, I want to get over. People keep passing him on the right side, not giving him room to get in. Me, I've got plenty of room. If anybody needs to get in from the left lanes over in front of me or from the right lanes, even that big semi truck, he's got plenty of room to get over. I'm going to leave him room. The last thing I want, and I'm sure any of you want, is to be involved in an accident because you're trying to get where you need to go, and so is everybody else, and everybody's fighting for the same space on the freeway. It doesn't work like that, people. Have you ever tried to braid hair and just thrown it all together? You can't. There needs to be an alternating pattern. Leave room. See that guy in front of me? Didn't use a blinker, but he still had room to get over. I anticipated that. Same with that white vehicle that just crossed over in front of me right now. You got to anticipate these things. Anticipate that people are not going to leave you room. Anticipate that people are probably going to want to get over. Leave them room to do so. Now watch this right here. This truck, he had room. Somebody left him room. Look at that. Plenty of room in front of me. And then look again to the right. There's no space for anybody to get over. People are trying to get over, but they got no room to do it. If you leave space in front of your vehicle for at least 2 or 3 vehicles to be able to change lanes in front of you, traffic should be able to keep flowing. There might be some slowing, but it shouldn't be the stop and go that everybody has to deal with on a daily basis. Look at that. Lanes merging, nobody's leaving room for people to merge into. Again, people, anticipate your exits. Know where you need to get off the freeway. Allow yourself plenty of time to be able to get over so you're not fighting at the last second for that space. Now we're going to keep watching because it does get a little bit more interesting. I'm not saying it gets good. I'm just saying it gets interesting as to things that can happen when you don't leave space in front of you and when you tailgate. And when you don't pay attention to what's going on the road. That's the other thing. You got to know what's going on all around you, behind you, to the sides of you, in front of you. Constantly glancing through your mirrors, through your window, looking straight out at traffic, looking to your side view mirrors, looking to your rear view mirror, making sure that you keep your eyes on all sides of the road at all times because you never know what can happen. Now we got 2 more lanes coming onto the freeway. This is coming off of I-8 onto 163 South just before the Washington and University Avenue exits. Those of you familiar with this area know that the far 2 right lanes are exit only lanes. They don't continue onto 163 South. So people coming onto those lanes that need to get into downtown at the end of 163 don't have a whole lot of room to do it. Look at this vehicle right here. No blinker, cross the solid white line. I anticipated that somebody was going to do that. They had room to do it. No accident. Again, no blinker. Refer to my last video, people. Use your damn blinkers. They can save your life. Oh, now he turns on his blinker. Okay, after cutting me off practically. And that's the other thing. If you leave space in front of you, you won't get cut off. You won't have to slam on your brakes. Now that white car had plenty of room to get over. He had his blinker on. He got in. These two vehicles right here, neither of them are paying attention. I guarantee it. Again, if you leave room in front of your vehicle for people to get over, traffic should be able to keep flowing at a steady pace without all this stop and go. And stop and go wears out your brakes. It wears you tired. It's physically and mentally exhausting, which is not a safe driving condition, to be mentally and physically exhausted before you even get home. You've already had a long day doing whatever you were doing and you're trying to get home. Adding to that is a recipe for disaster. Be kind to your brakes, people. Nobody wants to have to take their car into the shop for any kind of repairs, especially brake repairs. They can get pricey, and they're time consuming. Now remember what I said about the 2 right lanes? Here you have the signs up ahead indicating that the 2 right lanes are exit only. They don't continue onto the freeway. And again, I'm leaving room in front of my vehicle because I want to make sure that anybody that needs to get over has room to do so. That just goes along with don't drive like an asshole. Be courteous, be safe, be respectful. Don't road rage. It's just not worth it. And then the lane that I'm driving in, I need to take that exit for Washington Street. That's why I'm staying in that lane. But the 2 left lanes are the ones that continue on 163. So imagine that you're still coming off from the 8 trying to get onto 163. You've got 3 lanes that you've got to cross. If nobody's leaving room for you to get over, how are you going to do it? Alright, well, this concludes this video segment for today. I hope you found it at least informative, if nothing else. So, yeah, I know I stuttered a little bit. I'm doing this all live while watching the video, live narration. How about that? So, when you're on the road, regardless how heavy traffic is, always make sure to leave plenty of room in front of you and that you're watching what's going on all around you. Anticipate that the person in the right lane is going to cut you off. Leave them room to do that. Anticipate the person in the left lane needs to get over to the right lane. Leave them room to do that. Anticipate the unexpected. I've had 1 accident in the last 18 years of my driving career, and that's because I ignored one basic rule. I was not paying attention to what's going on around me. I pulled out into traffic on my left side. I checked. It looked clear. I went for it. Ended up getting sideswiped in downtown. So take it from me, it was frustrating. It was a hassle. I lost my car for a few weeks while it was getting repairs and everything else. It was frustrating. So I hope this helps to prevent your next possible collision. Oh, and here we have on the right side an emergency vehicle. Looks like a cop car with a tow truck. That tow truck had his blinkers on, indicating that he wanted to get back into traffic. So I slowed down enough, allow him to get back into traffic. Again, leaving plenty of room. Looks like those people didn't, and that's why they're stuck on the side of the road. So, again, I hope you found this informative, educational, maybe somewhat entertaining, but it's all meant to help ease traffic and prevent your next possible collision. So, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to check out my other videos in the Don't Drive Like an Asshole series. Comment, subscribe, Thank you very much. Drive safe.